for if my levels are bad as well. Okay, no, I can hear myself. So we should be hopefully getting started very shortly. Although unfortunately for some weird reason OBS isn't letting me play any music in the background. I don't know why. I've kind of been trying to sort that out, but it's just acted up. Yeah, we will be able to start very shortly. Again, apologies for the lack of game audio or anything, because it was working absolutely fine earlier, but for some weird reason, the moment it comes to a stream, it doesn't work. I'll very quickly stop recording and see if I can hear it in the recording, if it is just OBS killing the audio, but test before showed that I thought I'd fixed it, but nope, not happened. There's the hello coming in from Boards. Boards obviously though not the host, so that's not going to be the hello start, the legendary strat that is. That's myself. I don't exactly want myself. Nope, okay. Apparently the audio of the songs in the whole of the background wasn't working, so we'll go with that. Suicide, gonna be the rule set with quite strong lineups actually from both teams. Moonblast going for D'Artagnan, Josh, Klein, Mickey and Noob. We're going to be watching the perspective of Mickey right now. And Team Gun going with Boards, Daru, King, Nico and Sasa. Quite a few of the names are easy to recognise in this lineup, so hopefully we won't need any particular guides, but yeah, we should be able to start very shortly. I'm very quickly going to pay attention to the Wiimmfi room. Oh no, there's Klein saying goodbye, so we are getting started right now. Feel free to put a hashtag MOWin or a hashtag GUNWin, depending on what you think the outcome is going to be for this match. And yeah, we should be able to get started. And again, apologies if you can at some points here typing. I'm normally sat in the background doing the scores on these kind of streams, but I'm the one doing the casting. Top 2 for Moonblast going into this race, so they might want to go for something where the front view can run, maybe a TF depending on their mid-pack spots. Mickey's definitely considering it, hovering over the Mushroom Cup. Does look like they could be going for TF now, and that is the case. Bit of a mix coming in from Gun there. Bit of GV3, Grumble Volcano, a bit of DK Jungle Parkway as well. Moonblast going fully in with a TF, and they will have a BC3 for race 1. And yeah, Klein apparently did the goodbye start just to be edgy because I was on about a hello start, but we are about to be underway. First race, Moonblast Gun. And Bowser Castle 3, a track where the shortcut is quite important. It looks like Mickey's attempted to drop to get rid of Boards, and does succeed in getting rid of Boards. Klein and Mickey now top 2 for Moonblast so far. But again, the shortcut, lap 1, could be a big thing. And, oh, Mickey, that's a mistake I don't think you'd want to have on a cast, but it's happened. The golden, though, could be a good recovery item, but that shortcut's blocked, no questions asked. And with the golden, he could opt to just use it and try chaining, but looks like he's going to be using it on the final straight. One of the strats would be final straight chain for the first set of the second lap, but we'll see. Will he be using it right now? Not really. So I guess he's just holding on, hoping that the shortcut's going to be unblocked in the next lap around. But regardless, that does mean he's going to be a bit vulnerable if the shortcut can't be unblocked. Josh in front of him, though, is probably holding something as well, given that. But, oh, the shock does come in. Daru getting a dodge. And Josh getting the box from that. He could be able to take the shortcut. That fibs no threat whatsoever. No block on that shortcut. And Josh has successfully made it. The blue is going to get thrown to Gun. We're in first place. We're going to be seeing Noob further back than Sasa this time around. The POW going to be a holding item, though, probably at this point. Daru is going to be getting that star off after the POW is used. I mean, at that point, I'd have maybe said if I was getting hit by the star anyway, I wouldn't have used the POW in risk of other team or other players' items, but I guess they wanted to get rid of whatever gun had after the shock and everything. But Shroom's coming in for Mickey now, and it is going to be down to if he can take the shortcut or not going into this third lap straight of shortcut. And Nico's going to be going for it. Mickey's going and has successfully made it, going into third place. Has to use the third shroom, though, because of a wall. And he gets readied. That's going to be giving Gun top 3-5 at this point, but Daru falls down. Moonblast have got to do something. They are 3-4. Oh, no, sorry, they are 4-5-6. They've got rid of boards. They've got rid of a few players, but oh, that's very good recovery coming in from Moonblast there, and that's going to be top 2. That's going to be quite a good race out of nowhere from Moonblast. They definitely didn't look the stronger of the two going into the final straight, but it seems as if luck went their way, and a few shrooms, a TC, I believe someone got bumped off or fell off, and that is all they needed for quite the recovery. Gun were top 3 or definitely top 2 going into that final bit, but they lost out, and top 2, 6, 7, 10, I believe, is going to be a winning race by 7, 34-27 in favour of Moonblast. And we'll have a very quick look in the chat, actually, while we have the opportunity. Jesus Christ coming through from Joss. But lower your gun. There we go. A few lovely comments already happening in the stream chat. Remember, I obviously do have the stream chat loaded, so if you do have any comments to say, then feel free, and just hope that they show up on the stream. But regardless, we are going to be going into the second race with top 2. Moonblast picking Waluigi Stadium. Okay, I guess that might be for Darty, particularly strong runner on that track. Has one of the higher runs, or has one of the best runs, top 10 I believe worldwide, so it's going to be going quite well for him. He's actually recently written or rewritten his guide over on MK Board, so if you are in need of learning Waluigi Stadium, feel free to go there, but he's not getting the opportunity to show you, as DK's Jungle Parkway coming out as a Gun pick. Gun getting the second of their picks there, 2-0 now. And the track here could go either way, but I don't think any of them are using Daisy. That would have been the telltale sign, but Mickey doing very well to get one of the Gun members out there, and goes into Cannon in first place, with Moonblast actually in the top 4, I believe. And gets a box from first. Could be a good defensive item. Green Shell will be defensive if MO do lose any of the spots behind him, but if any of the MO members right behind him had a shroom or something, he would be letting them pass probably at this point, but doesn't look like that's the case currently. Green Shell still for Mickey. MO holding a few of these top spots, so we probably won't see too much action right now. We do, however, see that I believe Sasa has gone forwards, as has Noob at this point. So both baggers going forwards, and it looks as if the Peach is in a bill. So that Funky Kong bagger over there is likely to have pulled the shock, and is just going to try running away from Noob there. I believe that's Sasa with the shock, but not opted to use it yet. Moonblast in a lot of these high spots, though. It could be deadly for them if they get... Oh! Target powed Mickey off the track. What a pow that could be. And, oh, the TC pass as well. The two streamers having a bit of a TC battle. And it looks as if Daru's actually going to be the one to take it in the end. But this could definitely still be a deadly shock if MO are the top 3 and don't slow down for the cannon. You definitely expect them to slow down for the cannon at this rate, though. The star coming in, so Mickey trying to get shock dodge, and is going to manage, but he's in the grass by then. That's a bit too late for the shock for him. Does get a bit of an off-road effect. Gets bumped by Sasa due to the respawn, but I don't think that's penalisable, really. And it is going to probably be a battle to see if he can hold on to his 7th as opposed to anything special for this race, Mickey, there. But Blue Shell could come in for Gun, but it looks like Moonblast is still in the high spots, given that he did wait for the first place to cross the line. So, 6-7 for Moonblast, but clearly something good above that, because that shock, or the blue, sorry, couldn't be used. So, we'll have to find out what Moonblast have done. But it might be another one of those top 2, 6, 7 kind of races where they get, you know, 2 of the really dominant spots and, you know, they can't do too much else around the back. No, actually, it's going to be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That really does leave the question, why was the blue not used? That's going to be a minus 17 for Moonblast. 56 to 66 now the score. And they are now down 10. Not a big gap, obviously, with 10 races to go, but that really does show that this war could be a bit of a yo-yo. And yo-yo wars are obviously fun for the streamers and the viewers, but yeah, I guess Mickey couldn't ask about the blue in play, but for some weird reason he held it for top 4, so I guess Mickey not talking in calls is the killer in that situation. Bowser's Castle coming in for Gun. Delfino Square from Moonblast. Let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like it's going to be a 2-1 track count in favour of Gun so far. And Delfino Square is a bit of a reset track, we call it. It's the kind of track where you can, you know, catch up quite easily through a shortcut or whatever, and the shock is quite important in some situations, so these baggers are going to both be told, you know, obviously, even more so than on other tracks, the job is going to be to get the shock as opposed to preventing the other team from getting it, but we'll have to wait and see. Mickey definitely holding that bill in 8th. The bill in 8th makes it, for people who don't know, makes it easier for the baggers to get the shock, because it obviously draws out an item that I believe has a very high percentage rate to be obtained. The bill actually in this kind of 10-player room has a 22.5% chance of being pulled in 9th and a 35% chance in 10th. So the fact that he's holding it over in 6th place makes it especially easy for the baggers to be getting the shock in the end, because taking out something that's, you know, almost a quarter of 9th place's item probability and basically a third of 10th place's means that you know, there's a lot less items they can pull. Mickey, however, is going to have to use that bill, and he does so. The POW coming in, I believe, from Gun to try and get rid of the dodges that MO had. If it was an MO one, it was really poorly timed, but Mickey obviously not in call, so... Or, yeah, Mickey couldn't do too much. I think Mickey not being able to do too much may have also cost them the shock, but we'll have to wait and see. The back green coming in, but not doing enough. Josh first, so Moonblast in 1-3. King doing his bit for Gun in 2nd place there. And you can actually see that the Moonblast bagger is sat in the shortcut and has now just got out. Maybe he was trying to have a dodge in play just in case the shock came in, but shock hasn't come in. Doesn't look like Noob's going to be able to drop anything, and that was a Gun shock as predicted. Yeah, it looks as if Noob's attempt was to drop an item for the shock, but obviously predicted the wrong area, thought they'd dodge in shortcut. They dodged a bit later. Gun getting the majority of the good spots. Josh falling down, Darty falling down, Mickey getting a bottom 3 running there for Moonblast. And all that's left to do is watching the baggers, but I think Moonblast are going to be down quite a hefty amount if first place wasn't in their inventory. And this is going to be a very, very tense time for Moonblast. They don't want to be throwing momentum that quickly. 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 actually going to be the score. A -19, definitely not the best of performances there for Moonblast's chances. And I believe going into this, Gun were struggling a little bit in the division. And unfortunately for Moonblast, it looks as if they may have been the one to suffer a bit so far. But they have got 9 races to go. Is Mario Kart Wii the version on Mario Kart that's mostly played? Yeah, we do kind of have a mix of games. So right now you're seeing Mario Kart Wii, but there are leagues for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There used to be a league for Mario Kart 7, but it's played a little bit less than the others nowadays. If you're not looking for wars or anything, there's also very active speedrunning communities and, you know, custom gaming communities. So feel free to check out the competitive scenes over there as well as in wars. You know, speedruns are a good way to get practice for, you know, lines and strategies, even if they're not the right way to go across anything else. But let's have a look. Did they ask for a reset? Yes, they did. They asked for a reset, and we won't be seeing Toad's Factory anytime soon. So we'll have another quick look in the chat, and we'll have a bit of a message. Top 10 anime comebacks. Oh dear. Yeah, a bit of a lagged spot, I think, for Mickey, but I don't know. We'll watch. At about the 26-second mark, you'll see the disconnect for Mickey come in. It's like 26.7 or something. Yeah, there you go. 26 point something. And 3 races in. I guess for Moonblast's sake, that's actually quite good, because it doesn't... It means that their positions get reset in some way. Unfortunately, though, it does mean that we've got conditionals to deal with, so that's going to be a lovely waiting process. For anyone that's watched these 3 races so far, though, this is probably a good time to, you know, adjust your predictions if you thought Moonblast or Gun were going to win. You know, if these 3 races have convinced you otherwise, then it's the opportunity to change them right now. But we'll have a very quick look in the stream chat. Go MO, Taz is fat, Condi's good night. Yeah, not too many opinions so far, but a few more good nights in the chat. And yeah, it's a bit of a good night string, bit of a string of good night. Think we know where everyone's opinions lie. And we'll have a little look in the car stream, but yeah, conditionals are going to be in the way of this match for the next 10 or so minutes. Normally I'd be showing you some music at this point, but we don't currently have music working thanks to a bug of doom. So what I might try and do is show you the standings going in to this week, just to see if it's gonna, you know, impact anything for the division, what the current standings or what the current outcome seems like it might be able to do. This is the one division that doesn't have standings. on the Excel sheets so far. So I'll very quickly take a photo, but Moonblast 201, GUN 102 going into this week. So if GUN can obtain a win here, this could be monumental for them in trying to secure that playoff spot. I'm not too sure what kind of playoffs they've got in this division, but it's very important that these teams attempt to make it. BA, the team that really struggled in the first three with a 0-0-3. So it is going to be a battle between, you know, teams like Moonblast, GUN, Axe, and Wollywogs 2 so far. It looks like the battles mainly going on for the second, third spots for the playoffs. UT currently 3-0-0, but obviously 3 matches into the 10-week season, anything can change. It's when you get to this kind of halfway point and you see teams struggling when you do eventually decide that it's, you know, quickly becoming unlikely that a team might make it in top seed at least. Especially for the divisions that don't have playoffs. I believe Division 5 being one of those. But yeah, lack of playoffs would obviously mean that there'd be problems for the teams that are struggling at the bottom as well. Very quickly going to be showing you that table just so that you can all see that. I'll show it on this actual view as opposed to trying to make a fancy new layout for it, just so that you don't have to wait 30 years for me to get it up. But the table is right there. So this is the table so far. I'll enlarge it there. So this is the table, and as you can see, the table shows UT 3-0-0, Wollywogs 2 2-0-1, Moonblast 2-0-1. These teams in the playoffs contention so far. The top 3 obviously make it to the playoff system. Axe and GUN with 1 win to their name, with quite a chance still. Battle Alliance got a bit of a scrap to do to get back those 6 points they're down, but if GUN can beat Moonblast, that would put them tied for points. Not sure what point differential would do, but head to head, obviously, if GUN win this one, mean that GUN would be ahead with Moonblast on head to head results, because they've only had this one match. But that's how it goes so far for the standings. We'll have another quick look at the WL chat. No, that's my own stream. Hello there, Yoshidor97. We're 3 races in. This is a 5v5. This is a standard WL format. And we had a disconnect, which has caused a bit of a delay because, obviously, global conditionals in this division. But hopefully global conditionals are going to be sorted. I say sorted, I mean just like people will get used to how to do conditionals, and it'll be a lot of a quicker process towards the end of the season, but right now it's a bit of a struggle. Yeah, Boards is saying hello. Everyone likes to say hello in these. When you know you're getting casted, you've got to say hello, you know. The best way to get noticed on stream is clearly to say hello, but we are just waiting on that one final player to be able to start. I'm guessing it's either going to be just a case of long condies or maybe a router reset that we're unaware of, but regardless, Moonblast currently down 29, 77 to 106 the score so far. Board saying hello again, wants to make his name as he sits on. I really do not know my don't know my geography there. That looks That looks like an interesting place to be, at least. I'm not going to make a mess and say the wrong country, but he hasn't got a flag, so we're not going to be able to identify based on flag. Okay. I'm going to very quickly have a look at the WL chat. Hot stream. Yeah, when I accidentally flicked to my own stream layout for like 2 seconds. That's not the best. But, yeah. Hello there, Victor. Hopefully you enjoy the final 9 races. The final 9 races of this war. We have just had Daru join the room. If you've got any other divisions you want to talk about or whatever, while we do wait for room stability to go, then feel free to have, those kind of opinions as well. Have a bit of a question and answer session for Caster Stunk, the one and only. The one and only is in, I'm the only one here at the moment. Like I say, we did think that it would be a D2 match we'd be casting. We also had fun tweeting out that it was a D2 match, only to find out that it was, that match had no streamers. So, within a matter of 30 seconds, I was like, I want to do this match instead then. I just put my foot down and made some graphics and was like, I must get a cast. But, yeah, hopefully we'll be starting very shortly. Will he be doing the goodbye start of edginess, or will we get a I'm losing the will to live start or something really fancy? Mickey's debating if he should say something. But, having a quick check on the statistics. Currently, the room, if I can find it, that's the other MO team. The room is actually flawless. So, yep, there we go. There's the start. And there we are. I was going to say, flawless. Took so long to see that all the stability problems vanished. But I'm only now just seeing that Condis are okay in the D2 match, so I can imagine that unless they've done like a GP and then disconnected without knowing, they are far behind. And another 150cc, I'd assume that was agreed between the teams. Very few teams don't do 150cc only, but I'll very, very quickly check, just in case. Yep, that's definitely 150cc only, with no incorrect settings coming up. Room encryption disabled. This is regular tracks, so we don't have to worry about room encryption. The man, the myth, the legend. If you saw that on a CT war, you'd be screaming and saying doesn't count. But this is reg tracks, and this is also going to be Waluigi Stadium. Like I say, Darty's got a good time on this. He has got a nice tutorial on MK boards if you guys want to watch that again. Looks like Mickey's doing a bit of a bagging strat there to get a low box, but doesn't get one at all. I believe Klein might also have a good time on this track. A few of the British players of the game are actually quite interested in this track. There's been a bit of a resurgence of players running it as well. Delecto got a good time recently, as has Ace beaten, but neither of those in Moonblast at the moment to be debating about. Mickey in 3rd place now with this shroom going into the final turn and ramp. Nothing seemingly on the ramp. The baggers looks like... Okay, well that's a bit of a tight bagging match. And looks actually like Noob got a much quicker respawn there. Hit the side. But it's very close between Mickey and the gun members. But Darty's breaking out his first place lines Seems actually to be losing some lines, but I'm not sure if that's... Okay, yeah, he's not losing time at all. That was just a bit of lag, teleported a bit. They've all got to watch out for that fib. And obviously Mickey, if he's not calling, will have to watch out for all of Darty's backspam as well, because you wouldn't imagine Mickey to not be the one to be backspammed, but looks like Mickey's getting hit down, and Gun with 2, 3, 4. This could be a winning race for Gun again. If it is, then that's going to be questionable for MO. MO obviously need to do as much as they can, but with a TC in last of the runners, that's not going to help. And yeah, that's also not going to help the fact that Mickey's got the one shroom. Will he go for a chain? He does, but there's a mega in play. Is there a shock? No, that's a prediction for a shock, not an actual shock. And MO getting 6, 7, 8, I believe. Again, oh, I feel their pain, because Darty was in first for so much of that race and was clearly just knocked out. But you win some, you lose some, and unfortunately for Moonblast, that one was quite the L on the third lap. That 2, 3, 4 Gun had was enough to get Darty completely out, it seems. 2, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's... I'm afraid that's a minus 19 race. Going to be leaving the score 98 to 146. And yeah, 48 down. I believe the track picks a 2-2, which you wouldn't imagine, but it's just how it goes. Who's the player on the stream? Yeah, it's Mickey that we're currently watching. Kenny's saying get wrecked. A few people do feel the same pain I do for the Moonblast team. I think that's a bit unlucky what they had to go through that race, personally, but it's not going to stop them from picking Grumble Volcano, another track that some of them have been practicing recently. Waiting on that final vote, hoping that it's not a disconnect. There we go. N64BC, definitely not picking with the team, but it's still a track that would do roughly the same job. TF anyway, it's going to be Gun. This could be devastating if Moonblast can't get them out of their spots quickly. We'll have to see very shortly what happens, but Mickey starting off in 6th place. They do obviously have the 6, 7, 8. Could go for drafts. Doesn't get a draft. In fact, gets bumped and loses more time. Looks like the gun bagger went forwards for a bit. Maybe hoping that someone would get the bill and hold it or something. But Gun weren't in the spots to really do that. But no one dropped, at least, to try getting the bill. Double shrooms for Mickey, though. And he is going to have to try getting past this Gun 2, 3, 4, which is going to be devastating. But looks like 2 of them make the shortcut, 1 of them fails, and oh, that power's done enough to get MO into 2, 3, 4, but Gun have got first place Nico there, so Moonblast probably wanting a blue. If they wanted some luck, a blue would be pretty smooth around about now, but it is going to be Darty, Mickey and Klein in 2, 3, 4. And they are doing quite well. Mickey is going to have to watch out for this POW. The POW does get Darty in a worse spot. It seems like Darty was hit towards the wall. Mickey does do the Shroomless successfully. Will be taking these boost panels as well. Can they get past Nico, though? Doesn't look it unless the shot comes in. Nico has quite the break, so blues and shocks are going to be the main hope, but no shock coming into TS Nico there. No shock coming into TS either of the MO 2-3 though, so that's, I guess, one good sign. The MO bagger, however, is going forwards as opposed to the gun bagger, so... Oh, Nico does get hit out, and that could be good for Mickey, but can Mickey keep on? looks as if you've got to watch out for Sasa. I don't know what Sasa's sat there for, but yeah, that's going to be an okay race for Moonblast. 1-3, but I don't think they got too much behind that. 1-3 is obviously a potential to win, but it's only potential. It's not going to be a guaranteed big win at this point unless we see much else. And waiting for the baggers to finish. It's going to be 1-3, 7-8-9. I think that's barely a win, but yeah, it's a win by 1 for Moonblast. They are pulling it back, but it's by 1, so 129 to 176. As GUN have had quite a few scores that have had an O on the end per race, so it's been quite easy to update GUN's score, but regardless, Moonblast have got 7 races to get that 47-point lead gone. We'll have a very quick look at the WL chat. Not too many more comments. Going to be a battle between Bowser's Castle and N64 Bowser's Castle, it seems. Bit of Moonview. Ooh, okay. That wasn't what I expected to come out, but King's decided, screw this, it's Moonview time. Will he get the track pick, though? Let's find out. No, he will not. It's going to be a Bowser's Castle, and Moonblast are in okay spots so long as they are able to, you know, do the important stuff, get rid of second. That is going to be the big if, though. If they can't get rid of second, or any of GUN take the Ultra, that's going to be devastating. I think Klein might be okay at the Ultra, so that might be MO's attempt to get an easy first. But Mickey with the fib does throw it forwards, does also get hit, and falls all the way back down to 8th place already. Not good for him, but with that box, it's going to be a bill. That's fortunate if he can hold the bill, but he can't communicate to his bagger, which is going to be probably heartbreaking soon. If he, you know, hasn't been able to communicate that he's got that item, then he could see himself losing quite an opportunity if GUN gets shocked there. But so far looks as if the Moonblast bagger is a lot further behind than the GUN bagger, so MO big easy there, Noob having the opportunity to pull the shock. He's just sat on the wall. I'm not sure if that's because he has an item or because he's wanting to fall off. Looks like he might have an item. He would have fallen off by now had he not had it. This Bill, though, I'm not sure if he'll be able to predict, but Klein is in first. Nico and King taking up 2-3 for GUN. Bit of a mixed bag of spots right now, but the Bill could be good if the shock is used properly. That blue might be devastating. I'm not sure if they'll cancel it, though. No, they won't cancel. They'll try and probably TS first on one of the first ramps, but that Mega could be bad. They're definitely not going to be able to TS first on that ramp. Will they be able to get him on the next ramp? Let's find out. Noob is running in front of the pack. Is he doing this to try and spot where first is? Not on that ramp. There is going to be a TC in play. Let's hope for MO's sake it's not Darty with that, but he might just go for the Ultra. Oh, okay. He definitely knew when the shock was happening there, but only getting him into second. Nico first, but the fact that he was big means that he's getting into first instead of Nico. And triple bananas you'd expect to be enough unless they pull a last second blue. And that red won't be doing anything. So, yeah, it's going to be another 1-3. It looks like Darty took a spot behind that. Might have been 4th, might have been 5th. regardless, it's a stronger race than the last one, and it will be getting them even closer to the gun score, but don't think it's an immense amount closer. All depends on what their final runner, who I believe is Josh, all relies on what he got there. And waiting for the baggers. Looks like the MO bagger was running forwards. 1:35.69. So that's not a bad race by any means. That's actually going to be a Toadbot's having a lag. 11 points. So that's 165 to 201. The gap has closed to 36 points. After that plus 11 race, let's have a quick look in the WL chat. Mike is useless. Yeah, the streamer is unable to talk with his team, but apparently he's still able to listen, so that's fine. I mean, I guess it's fortunate that his team pulled the shock, though, because if he was holding the bill and couldn't tell anyone and Gun pulled the shock, that could have been devastating even more, but MO had the shock and were able to use it fine, and Mickey able to dodge because he apparently is in calls. And Yoshi Falls is going to be it's an interesting track. I guess they want to try and get a quick run off, see if they can, you know, get rid of any spots that might have been in the way, but race 4 of this GP, so to speak, and you know, whatever spots happen here, they get reset for the next GP. And oh, Noob was in the middle of the pack there. I don't think he slowed anyone down significantly, but MO now 3-4-6. Gun in top 2 and 5th with boards coming up. This is going to be all down to the items. This Mega is a good item for Mickey to have if they're going to be able to pull the shock. 37 seconds, 38, 39, 40. So it's a possible item to be pulling now, the shock, but can they get it, or is it going to Gun? Let's have a look as the MO bagger does go for a box and then goes inwards and jumps off. He had the bill, and a shock dodge coming in for Gun. Gun boards trying to get hit there. I think they were trying to go for a TS in the waterfall, and it succeeded in getting Gun first. Moonblast getting second and third though, so not the end of the world for them. Unfortunately though, the end of the world is coming soon if they can't get a few more winning races. We'll have to see what the other Moonblast members could do, but if that's not a winning race, then they have only got 5 races left to recover a potentially 40-point deficit. Not the end of the world just yet, but 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. Okay, that's okay. It's only a -1. I was going to say could have been worse, but 195 to 232 going to be the score with 5 races left. Mickey absolutely going in for his team. 46 points. Commend him for that effort, but a few of his teammates haven't been so lucky with items. And we'll have another look in this chat. Taz is D7. Okay, Taz, welcome to D7. Yeah, the best players are in Division 1. Well, you say the best players are in Division 1. The supposed best teams are in Division 1. It doesn't mean that every player in lower divisions is worse. It just means the team overall as a roster is, you know, stronger, if you know what I mean. You might have been around D4 or 5, but D4 or 5 was probably bottom division at the time. I know Ape played lowest division at least one of their seasons. Do you have to use TeamSpeak or Discord to voice chat with your clan? A lot of people use Discord. It's a good program. Occasionally people use Skype, but really not so popular nowadays. TeamSpeak isn't really used at all, so it is mainly down to Discord. We are now going to the next track, though, as they started the GP pretty quick. And looks like it's going to be Peach Gardens coming in from King. A bit of a lone gun vote there. If you feel like Moonblast can come back, do a hashtag MO win. If you feel like Gun are going to take this and go 2-0-2 after 4 weeks, then do a hashtag Gun win. Gun currently up 37, but this is a track we've seen in quite a few of the casts so far this season. DS Peach Gardens. Mickey's doing very well to try and slow down the Gun member. And he's got both. Okay. He's caused Gun's bottom 2 over there to lose a bomb. And I think it was a golden that the other one was holding that we saw drop. And he himself has triple shrooms. This could be a good item to hold to do a shroom strat. You might be able to use one freely, but the other 2 to take that shortcut that he himself blocked a few people coming out of. And he is still holding on to all 3 shrooms. Mo currently 4, 5, 6. And Klein takes the cut, Josh takes the cut, Mickey takes the cut. And that gets them into 2, 4, or 2, 3, 5. But Mickey falls down, uses that one other shroom. He will be able to get a chain here, probably for a better item if he's in 7th. Yep, the golden. And the golden is going to be a better item for him to hold, so long as the shock isn't in play for Gun before the shortcut. But unfortunately, he himself gets bumped into a wall, so he's going to have used that golden just to speed up a bit. But he has lost the opportunity to pull most of the good items now that he has got ahead of some of his team. And now that King is trying to slow, I think some players try to deliberately go wide. You're seeing Mickey do that strat, deliberately going wide to see if they can maintain a low spot, but not enough. Mickey has the pound, does use it, getting a few of the Gun members, but actually, given that Gun are in those spots, that could be good for Moonblast right at the top, but it is going to be down to whether or not they have the shock for Mickey to come up. He's holding on to this Mega Might, yet going to be using it now. The opportunity to dodge is still there. And he does get the dodge off. Gotta try getting past Daru. Klein and Darty were top 2. That's going to be a fantastic race for Moonblast there. Top 3. Top 3 is exactly what they needed to get themselves back in. I'm going to wait for the baggers, but that is exactly what Moonblast needed to get themselves back in. Not sure what happened to Josh at the end, but I think it's safe to say that if he did fall down, he was a worthy sacrifice for the spots they did get. Top 3, 6, 9. Fantastic Moonblast recovery. They are now only down 14 with 1 GP to go. 237 to 251. 4 races to go. I do apologise. Looking in the chat, Moonblast getting top 3 on Peach Gardens. Go Moonblast. A few people saying clutch. A few people predicting MO. I think at this point, the the momentum would definitely be in MO's favour. That race will probably take it out of a few players. I know personally, if I was in Gun, I might be a bit annoyed at what was happening there. The fact that they didn't get the shock and everything. Noob's been doing really well in this bagging battle. Sasa is an accomplished bagger and also an accomplished troll, but obviously with Moonblast as the host team, Gun couldn't exactly take trolling. And seems as if Noob's been doing quite well to get the shock here. Has had quite his fair share. And Moonview Highway going to be an attempt to get a draft off from Mickey, but it does fail. Goes for a low spot box. 8th place. Going to be a box with a golden in it. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting item. The golden not so useful on this track. Just simply because of how many areas it is, but or how many boost areas there are, sorry, not how many areas, that makes no sense, but yeah, he might opt to just use it towards the final straight of this lap, try and get a chain for the first set of the next lap or something, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the... Oh, no, there we are. He has to watch out for his own team's bagger there. His own team's bagger in a bit of a sticky situation. I've personally had that before as well. But Mickey now, the only presence Moonblast have up there, does have the fib though. Will he go for a snipe? Will this be a fantastic snipe? He gets the snipe off, but he does get readied for the process, and he gets a box. Could be able to hit King out with a green shell, but obviously doesn't want to be hitting any of these cars, especially if there is a bomb car coming around. He goes for that green, does miss. Powell doesn't do too much for him personally. I'm not sure what it's going to do for his team behind him, but he uses that shroom and runs into the back of King, and King has bananas. Oh, bit of awkward physics costs him quite dearly as he hits into a truck, but King also suffering. Boards is in a star, but no shot coming in for Gun. Moonblast, Mickey has a mega. Oh, if Moonblast have shock here, this could be a fantastic race again for them. And, oh, that's not going to be it. However, looking at that, that does look like top 3 actually coming in. Yeah, that's fantastic for Moonblast at the top. Mickey had a bit of a suffer, but Moonblast at the top did fantastically with Nico being, I believe, the only one there to get 4th. The only one of Gun to stay in those spots, but we'll have a quick look. But I think Moonblast have got in the lead. That is outstanding. They were down 37, not even 3 races ago. And that is a top 3, 5-9, a plus 27. Moonblast up 13 with 3 races to go. This is fantastic gameplay. And this is exactly what we like to see on casts. Matches where teams are coming back and fighting. But with the please wait a moment screen, we're going to be seeing what gets picked around here. And we'll see what wants to be picked as we also have a look in the chat. This guy sounded like Chris Collins. Okay. No claw on the mega account actually personally, but quite a few people really happy to be watching what happened there to the MO situation, that top 3. What's happening to Gun? Well, sometimes momentum takes quite the swing. Momentum is quite important. Some teams are more prone to what we call tilting, which is the concept of, like, obviously if you're doing well you're really happy, but if you're not doing well you get really frustrated really quickly. And if Gun have another bad race, I'd assume they're on tilt. MO though have done really well to fight back. Rainbow Road comes in and Mickey getting off to a good boost at least, but he does try swerving and he gets bumped off. He's going to be doing quite badly because the respawn's right at the top of the hill, so he's lost about 5 seconds probably off that. And he's in what we like to call dead last of the runners, but this golden could help him catch up. Probably won't help him get in the pack, but it will definitely help him get a bit closer. Not going to be going for that shroomless little turn skip thing that you might see a few other people do. But he will be in last again of the runners, getting another golden. Daru is going to be the 7th place player for Gun there. Ooh, Mickey nearly gets that star. That's a weird thing. That must have meant that the power was getting used towards the top and someone lost the power off it. Or someone lost the star, sorry, because of the power. But this golden coming in for Mickey. He's going to be doing the moon jump. He's got to watch out, though, because the if he goldens too much, you can fall off at that section. And that is a fair ramp. But That TC's not going to be doing too much help unless he can pass it off to Daru. Let's have a quick check. He's not going to be getting a box. Daru gets a box. Nope, that's not enough for Mickey's efforts. Will Mickey get a good box here? Going to be a... Okay, golden. Not really going to be enough to do too much. Might just opt to use it before the next real... Yeah, there we go. Opting to use it early so that he can get another item quick. With a lap and a quarter roughly to go. And MO78 Gun have got 6th place. So it's not like MO have every low spot, but they do have to do something to be able to get a bit better than a 7-8. 7-8 for Moonblast. Whereas doesn't mean they've got a losing race. It does mean that it will be a winning race by a very little. So if you want to see a team like Moonblast shut out the opponents, you wouldn't want to see a bottom 2 going in for this race. Which is good because it means you get a closer war. But, oh, the shock does come in and Moonblast are going to be the ones to dodge. But Darty gets hit and Mickey does get a dodge. Will he be able to get past Guns, Boards and Daru? No, he won't. Daru with a fantastic back spam. What can King do? King hasn't got an item. If he has, he's not opting to use it against Mickey. Mickey staying in 5th place. Gets the single red. Not going to be enough, really, to do anything. Nearly gets back spam there. Back spam! Darty gets killed before the line. And that is unfortunate for Darty. But I think it's safe to say that Moonblast had a winning race there, given the spots we saw Gun in. Unless somehow I wasn't paying attention to some fantastic Gun top 4 that's gone out of nowhere, but I don't think that was the case. No, top 2, 5, 7, 9. And that's going to be a plus 13 race. Moonblast now up 26, 318 to 292. 2 races left to play. Now it's Klein's job, clearly, to score the points. He's on his route to 57, actually, so he's going to be rather frustrated when if he does 57 instead of getting a 60. Let's have a quick look in the WL chat. Swagman YOLO's having a fun time about homosexuality and people being homosexual. Klein's GP score. Yep, a lot of people wanting Klein to get some big points. And yeah, there was unfortunately a disconnect, which means that there's been a bit of a reset before. Which is why there's 2 races left, but this is actually the last race of the GP. We are going to be seeing, I believe, an N64 Bowser's Castle. Yep, there we are. And with this, it looks like if Mo can get, what is it? That's going to be a 38 point rate. If Mo can get higher than 38, I think they shut out Gun's chances of winning this race. Or winning the war, sorry. 38 would leave the score 356. So that's enough where a 10 points for bottom 5 would still mean that they get a draw at least. So it's going to be important to see if Mo can do this. Daru is in 1st place, but Klein and Mickey for Moonblast in 2-3. No back spam hits there from the green. It was actually a good green. It just went straight through the players. So good green, but unfortunately not perfectly aimed enough. And, okay, looks like Mickey's going to be falling down. Borge tried to get him with a Mega, but the Mega ran out just in time for Mickey. And gets this box. Box is going to be a blooper. Not ideal, but given that the shortcut isn't blocked, what is Darty doing? Darty clearly got hit. And that means Mickey's having a fun time with his blooper in 7th. I'm not sure why he's really holding it, if you know what I'm saying, but maybe there's something we don't know about his blooper. Nope, there we go. He does use it. Gets a Mega in 7th. Okay, Mega count coming up. And yeah, looks like it's going to be quite the important moment. And we do see Noob from Moonblast now going forwards. That's the Peach right behind the baggers. He's going for a box. What could that be for Noob? Nope, Noob gets hit by the thwomp, so he doesn't have the shock. Does that mean that Gun have the shock? We'll have to find out soon, but I believe we are seeing Sasa just sit there. So, yeah, Sasa now going backwards. It is going to just be down to whether or not she's holding the shock, or if she's indeed bluffing. But, oh, is she disconnected? I believe Sasa may have disconnected, but if not, then I do apologise, but she could have disconnected with the shock. I don't know, but Noob has got the item. Unfortunately, though, for MO, they are 4, 5, 6, 7, which doesn't do too good for them. If Gun can hold on to top 3, that is going to get them back in, regardless of Sasa's disconnect. Sasa obviously the bagger, so that's not going to do too much. King can actually catch up as well. So, if King can get any further, this could be a fantastic way to even out the scores, actually, for the Gun situation. Looks like King might be able to get 7th. And no, 8th place for King. Okay, so top 3 and 8. Top 3, 8, 10. Okay, I've kind of accidentally input the scores in the wrong section on this thing. So one moment as I try and fix that. That's going to be 40 to that plus 39 is going to be 331, I believe. I will very quickly double check that, but penalty MO. This is fantastic. Penalty MO 39 because they didn't get 39. And then, don't you love it when I know how to fix this somehow? And yep, that is in fact the score. So 9 points in it going into the final race. This is really tense. If you think that Gun are going to come back and win it, then feel free to do a hashtag Gun win. If you think it's Moonblast's time to shine, do a hashtag MO win. But yeah, there we are. We are good with scores. Apparently, I've had to do a penalty in the bot just to make sure. But it's a bit of a weird one. Mo may have just let it slip there, losing that race by 17, but it's definitely still going to be quite hard for Gun to particularly win based off of the position so far. Obviously, Gun have to get 36 points, which I believe is top 3 something, or yeah, top 3 is going to be 37, so if they get top 3 anything, that's enough. Top 2, 4, 6 may be roughly enough. I can't do the maths in my head, really, personally, but they are basically looking for 36 points to win. Moonblast only need 27, so... Oh, Sasa's disconnected, so looks like we might be doing another bit of condies, but we'll find out. And another look in the chat. What? Okay, they're all on about eating a banana on the toilet. We've all eaten a toilet on the banana. That's debatable. I don't think there's going to be another match after, but I'll have a quick look and see if there is one that's happening. But no, I don't think one's happening. There might be one later on today. I don't think there is, but there might be. Yeah, if there are any, then we'll let you know. But currently, not so sure. We've all eaten a toilet on the banana. Get the hashtag trending. Oh no. Okay, we've all eaten a toilet of the banana. Okay, fantastic job. Okay, people calling MO garbage. This is a family-friendly Christian live stream, I'll have you know. family friendly and Christian. Unacceptable behaviour calling a team trash, even if you were in the team, which I think he is. We've all pulled 15 TCs on the... Oh, no. I am the only one commentating this match. Normally we'd have another caster, but it seems as if when it came to starting this war... yeah, when I came to starting this war, none of the other casters were on, and by the times that people have asked if they can join in, it was race like 10, so... it's a bit late. Stucky can I ammo. That's... That, oh no, futile, no, futile. That's not a post I want to show. This is a family-friendly Christian live stream. Family-friendly Christian live stream. It's not allowing that that post. That is unfortunate. Too late. I know it's too late. It's been shown. Maybe we'll have to blur that one out if it gets uploaded to YouTube. But there is Sasa. And hopefully we'll be able to get the final race underway very shortly. Thank you to the about 50 people who are having a bit of a watch right now. If you have enjoyed the solo cast, then feel free to let us know. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. And looks as if Sasa's connection is going to be going down, so we should be able to start very shortly, but there's very little delay actually between the Wiimmfi page and the stream that we've been given, so once I say that there's no stability problems, we'll probably see a start almost immediately. So we'll have a quick look. Okay, we're going to say Sasa's got a 1.75 con fail now. Ooh. A 1 con fail. Basically, for people that don't know, a connection fail is like, because it's peer-to-peer and everything, they have to make sure that there's an actual connection working between people. So it's best to wait time until it's stable, basically, for people that aren't aware of why they wait for connection failure, or otherwise known as natneg. It doesn't actually look like Sasa's going to be connecting with this other person, so yeah, they might opt to start. Oh no, it is finally going down. It did have the little natneg stopped symbol thing, but no longer stopped. Clearly it's decided it wants to have another attempt. It's a blind date. Oh no. Okay. Okay, well, that's thanks community. Anyway, we are starting. Thank you to the MKWe community for reminding us where we are. We're definitely not in family-friendly Christianville. Oh dear, some of those posts. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not family-friendly. But I scroll on to just see the... Okay, yeah, let's not talk about what I just had to look at. But yeah, we are getting ready for the final race. And MO have just got to hold on. Gun have got to do a bit of catching up to do with them needing to win the race by 10 or more. But we have seen quite a few big wins this war so far, so it's not impossible. Looks like it might be a Dry Ruins coming in. Yep, that is the case. Moonblast getting their track pick. Will the track pick be the reason that Gun can't win, or can Gun do something to somehow claim a win off of this? A win for them could be fantastic news in the battle for getting playoffs. And Mickey does make the sand hop, but unfortunately clips a monument on his way down. So not working out too well for him. And the fact that he has triple shrooms is absolutely fine. Oh, the mega! Oh, Nico! Don't know what Nico was trying there, but that was an interesting attempt of a stop troll. And Yeah, Mickey opting not to take any form of fancy Nancy shortcut, but obviously with 2 shrooms he couldn't have done anyway. Does make the sand hop, has another shroom, and if I was him, I'd probably hold on to the shroom for the shortcut again, but Daru is going to be able to slow on him with the reds, and Mickey and Josh taking up 4-5. Gun have a few good spots, but oh, this is the kind of track where where a normal shortcut could be enough, and I think Mickey's deliberately trying to bag there. I won't judge his pokey. Triple shrooms is enough to take the shortcut. Will he get target shocked in it? Looks like he's not risking it, so maybe they've got the shock and they're aware, but yeah, he's slowing down for an 8th place box. Gets a star. That's a good dodge for him. If they have it, he's in a star. I think a few of the gun members have fallen down. Klein and Darty taking up 3-4. Mickey in 5th place. Mo 3-4-5 would be enough for them. Shot comes in. Is it going to be Gun? It's Gun dodging. It's Nico. This could be the end of... This could be the absolutely defining play. Top 3 is enough for Gun to win. And it looks like they could be getting it. Is any... Darty with the shortcut. Is it enough? Yes, it is. 3-4-5. Looks like one of the gun members was hit out. 3-4-5 should be enough for Moonblast to hold on. That's really tense. Looked like Gun were getting a top 3 off that. Top 3 would have definitely been enough. But 3-4-5 I think might just be enough for Moonblast to hold on. And we are waiting. 3-4-5-6 definitely enough. 3-4-5-6-10. And yeah, that's a loss by 5. Moonblast winning by 4. 368 to 364. Bonus point in for Team Gun though. That is obviously just as important in some respects as it could have been to win. Obviously anything at this point helps. This is kind of just the scrap for 3rd place, so even though Mo have won this particular match, doesn't mean they might end up winning the next match. And obviously with the few plays that Noob had, there might have been a penalty. I'm not so sure on that one, but I guess we'll find out very shortly if there's a penalty or not. And we'll have a very quick look at the stream chat. Congrats on the win, Gun. Oh no, that's unlucky. Kynes Green apparently was the saving grace. And yeah, unfortunately Futile has said something that means for a few seconds we may be looking at this title screen as yeah, that's... Oh, okay, well that's an interesting comment actually coming in from someone on the stream. There we go. Have a lovely look. I just don't know what you're on about, Miles. Who won? That was Mo winning by 4 points. And it looks like we've actually just been given a little bit of a cheer there from Typhoon. Is that a cheer for 100 bits? That is a cheer for 100 bits. Thank you very much, Typhoon. Been told to get good. Clearly everyone was waiting for the end of the stream to tell me that my life wasn't good. But yeah, it seems if the stream chat's getting a bit interesting. 100 for the win for Moonblast. Okay, that's fair enough. Happy for the win there then. We've had one clip from this match, but I think that's it. We will hopefully be able to come in with some more matches for the weekend. I'm not sure what ones we'll manage, but we'll definitely try to get some matches if we can. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. Feel free to follow. Feel free to, you know, look at MK Boards if you haven't personally checked it out already. I've been stunky with the solo cast today, and thanks for watching.